Hey guys, today we're gonna teach you how to make Jay's world famous
But not really.
mac and cheese. Get ready.
You're watching We Suck at Cooking, Thanksgiving edition, part 2.
Is that right?
It is.
Alright guys, for this recipe, you're gonna need the following ingredients. 1.5 cups of milk, half a cup of grated Parmesan cheese, grated, some breadcrumbs to taste. We have about half a cup right here. A 1/4 cup of butter, some bacon bits. This is also to taste. We used about 4 strips. 3 tablespoons of some white powder.
Some white powder?
I forgot what it is.
Wow.
Okay. 3 tablespoons of flour, 1 cup of cream, 3 to 4 cups of grated cheddar cheese. This is sharp cheddar, and also some broccoli. This is also to taste. We have one pretty big stock right here. And lastly, some macaroni, about 12 ounces of this macaroni.
Also known as elbow pasta.
Also known as the worst thing to eat dry. Jay, why are we using the ingredients we're using?
So I love mac and cheese, and I love when the cheese is creamy. And that's where your milk and cream are really going to help the sauce get to that creamy texture. The Parmesan and the cheddar are bases for your cheese sauce. I typically like to buy my cheddar in a brick form rather than pre-grated, because pre-grated cheese that you can buy in stores typically have additives that will prevent them from sticking to each other, and this might cause an issue when we're cooking later on. We also have butter and flour. That's going to create the basis for your cream sauce. We actually found out that this is typically known as a roe in actual cooking terms. And then we have breadcrumbs and bacon. These are going to be nice toppers. And lastly,
Unless you're a vegetarian.
He's a vegetarian.
I'm a vegetarian.
And lastly, we have broccoli, which we're going to mix into the mac and cheese because I love broccoli and cheddar.
With our ingredients all ready, it's time to start cooking. Jay, what's our first step?
First thing that we're gonna do is that we're going to go ahead and start steaming our broccoli. So if you don't mind.
I'm gonna take this pot of water and get it ready to boil.
So we're gonna go ahead and grab an extra plate. Go ahead and grab our grater.
Jay, I think we should switch plates. Thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and, whoa, it's already falling apart. Take apart our broccoli so that it can go in our pot when it boils.
We're gonna go ahead and grab our cheese and we're gonna go ahead and just slowly start grating it. Now, if you're like me and you used 4 cups of cheese, you're gonna wanna go ahead and set aside 1 cup, and we're going to use 3 cups for our cheese sauce. The remaining 1 cup will be used as a topping for later.
All right, guys, we're ready to start cooking. So Jay, what's our first step?
First step, we're gonna go ahead and actually boil the macaroni for about 5 minutes or so. You want it to be cooked just enough to be firm, but keep in mind that it will continue to cook later in the baking process.
So while Jay is cooking his macaroni, I'm gonna go ahead and dice up the broccoli so that they're little pieces of the heads.
Now that our macaroni has been boiled, it's time to go ahead and start the cheese sauce. And we're gonna do that over there on the stove.
Over there.
So we're gonna go ahead and light our fire and bring it down to about a medium heat. Now we're gonna go ahead and melt our butter. So if you'll hand me the butter, please.
Butter it is.
Thank you, sir.
What'd you do with your wooden spoon?
Right here.
There it is. Did we mention that we suck at cooking?
That sounds like a great name for a channel. I wonder if that's taken.
Probably. It's probably some kind of problem with you suck at cooking too.
Is that a fact?
It's not. He never got back to us. No hard feelings. We're not hurt.
In all seriousness, guys, we love You Suck at Cooking.
And we hope he watches us. Give us a like, you suck.
Now that our butter is all melted, we're gonna go ahead and mix our flour in.
Because we're making a roe. That's probably not how you're supposed to say it. And French people right now are probably wanting to kill us. We are sorry. I like that you're making a roe with a wooden spoon that looks like an oar.
It's starting to bubble up, so I'm gonna lower heat just a tad again. Now that the flour has fully mixed in, I'm gonna go ahead and add our milk and our cream. That's gonna make this sauce really rich and creamy. And the cream, good sir.
And there you go.
Now we're gonna go ahead and mix our cheeses. We're gonna start with the Parmesan cheese. Kraft is vegetarian for all you vegetarian watchers. Once the Parmesan has mixed in, we're gonna go ahead and add our cheddar. Okay, yeah, it's starting to thicken up.
Yeah. See? You need to believe. Believe in the cheese.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, look at that. Our cheese is nice and gooey, nice and creamy too. It's what I love about mac and cheese. We're gonna go ahead and start mixing in our macaroni. Is it all stuck together? Hold up.
Going with the hand. You want all of it?
I think it could all fit. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start mixing the macaroni so it gets nice and covered by the cheese sauce. We're gonna go ahead and add some of our broccolis. You wanna constantly stir and move so that nothing sticks to the bottom and nothing burns. We are still going to be putting this in the oven now that it's on nice and mixed. Why don't we go ahead and do that?
All right, guys. Our mac and cheese has been cooked and it's on to the next step.
We're gonna go ahead and transfer our mac and cheese into your casserole dish.
So we're gonna wanna pack the casserole dish.
I really wish I could dig in right now, but sadly we can't just yet. Now I'm gonna go ahead and top mine with bacon as well, but we also have cheese and breadcrumbs. Would you like some bacon, sir?
No.
I think you want some extra bacon.
I would rather not. Death by Cheese. That's a great band name. When's that record coming out? Juan? You putting out that record, Death by Cheese? Juan's working on Death by Cheese. It's gonna come out on Fueled by Ramen. See what I did there? No?
And I dropped some cheese.
Okay, I'll see myself out.
I'm taking over the show now. Oh, hi, Casey.
I let a dog in.
I'm gonna go ahead and finally top.
No, kid. You gotta get her out.
Casey, come on. Come on, Casey.
Wrong way, Casey. No. So what's next?
So
oh,
now-
more bacon bits.
Of course, gotta have the bacon bits. If anyone can do the math and tell us how many calories are in this one dish,
Please don't let us know at all.
We're gonna go ahead and bake these at 350 degrees for about 20 to 30 minutes. You want them to be at least golden brown and nice and gooey. That's when you know you've hit the sweet spot, but you don't want to overcook because overcooked mac and cheese is probably the worst.
Except for dry mac and cheese. That's pretty terrible.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Can't tell me that that does not make you hungry.
World famous.
But not really. Any thoughts before we dig in?
No, I'm hungry. It's time. Mac and cheese. We've waited too long for this. Let's get to it. Cheers, mate.
Cheers. Whoop. It's really cheesy.
It's real cheesy.
The breadcrumbs are a nice kick. It adds a layer of crunch to it. Since we have ours mixed with Italian seasoning, there's that nice zing in there. If you added bacon like I did, that's gonna give it a whole new experience.
It's nicely seasoned. It's very good.
That's it for this week's episode, ladies and gentlemen. This is the perfect side dish for your Thanksgiving party, or if you're just sick of having boring old boxed up mac and cheese. Give it a little kick and try my world famous, not really, mac and cheese.
Thank you for watching. And we hope to see you on a future episode of We Suck at Cooking. Bye, guys. I'm gonna eat this. Goodbye.